Hello, good morning. Day 536. Since 59 hostages have been brutally, barbarically, violently, and inhumanely were kidnapped to the hell called Gaza by the inhumane, barbaric, rapist, modern-day Nazis monsters of Hamas, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, UNRWA, and the UN, Al Jazeera as well, the Red Cross, basically any organization, company that is in Gaza is complicit with the atrocities of October 7, and since then. We are here every morning to demand from these inhumane, barbaric, rapist, modern-day Nazis monsters to surrender and let all of the 59 hostages go immediately, at once, in one phase, in one pass, all of them together, and no one is left behind. We were dumb enough to let them dictate to us how the deal's gonna go, and we allowed this disastrous deal. The first two deals were disasters because both of them have left many hostages behind, and Israel gave up thousands of terrorists in return and gave different promises to Hamas. We need to put pressure on Hamas. We need the international community to join us and put pressure on Egypt and Qatar, who are main factors on what Hamas is capable of. They are allowing them to stay in power. They're empowering them. They're supporting them. They're hosting the terrorist leaders. We need to put pressure on them. They need to be face pressure. Finally, we need the pressure so we can move the needle. We demand all 59 hostages to be out of Gaza at once, together, not little by little, not 5 alive hostages now and 5 later, as some countries proposing, like Egypt. Egypt also threatened the leaders of Gaza, the leaders of Hamas terrorists from Gaza who are being hosted in Egypt, that they're gonna kick them out if they will not accept this ceasefire deal. Why? Why have you been waiting until now? You should have done it on October 8. No Hamas terrorists should have been accepted anywhere in the world while we have our hostages. Continue to put pressure. IDF exposing that Al Jazeera journalists are just like, they put a costume on with the press vest because they think that's what's gonna save them, but IDF knows exactly who are the terrorists, and they're targeting them specifically and eliminating all terrorists who have been complicit on October 7th, and since then. You are holding our people. You will not get away with it. You will be held accountable, and our hostages will be eventually released or rescued. One of the options, the idea of continually going strong and evacuating more areas in Gaza, simultaneously finding other locations in Africa or Middle East that they will take the Palestinian people out of Gaza, because there's no more future for them there. They're not gonna stay in Gaza. We will not live side by side with them. Meanwhile, Hamas also continuously with psychological warfare, releasing another video giving us a sign of life from 2 hostages. One of them is Yosef Chaim Muhana and the other is Elkanah Bukhbut. They're both in the video together. Their families request us to not share that video because it's really disgusting. I watched the video. In the video, they're claiming, they're saying that what they're saying in the video is what they want to say, not what Hamas told them to say. Yes, we that idiot Hamas. We believe anything that you say, Hamas. They're torturing them, they're abusing them. To record this video multiple times from hostages have been released. We know that they're rehearsing, they're doing it again and again until they get the right message that Hamas want them to convey. Once again, they're asking from the Israeli government to surrender. Basically, they're asking from Israelis to continue in going to the streets and to continue to be the spokespersons of Hamas. Continues with the message, the talking points of Hamas in Israel. That's what they've been doing. The left there. But Israel cannot bow down to these terrorists. We cannot be extorted by these terrorists who vow to do October 7 again and again. And every time that we have a ceasefire, they're using it to recruit new terrorists, to rearm, regroup, and plan how they're gonna annihilate Israel again, or try to annihilate Israel again. They're just delusional. It's never gonna happen. The nation of Israel is the strongest nation that ever existed. They were so enemies. They were way stronger than the Palestinians or the Arabs in Gaza and West Bank, and they failed to annihilate us. Even though they colonized the land of Israel and kicked out the Jews survived and finally came back to our homeland, and we have no intentions of ever leaving again. We will remain living in a homeland, Israel, from the Jordan River throughout Judea and Samaria, and we will take over Gaza if necessary, and we will live in peace. We will live for eternity. Am Israel Chai, forever.